After a couple years, not one practice, just all muscled up, fly right up there, little quad strength, buddy. Just like you remembered?
Jenna, I wish I could just go all in on that, but I can't. That was the third try. The first try, I didn't even make it up there.
I knew it. I knew it.
Nick, I'm not going to be like you and lie and then act like I pulled a heavy and quit running the race.
I don't.
No,
oh
it was
God, that's
impressive.
an old callback.
Still impressive.
Oh my God, Greg Jennings with a callback from 4 years ago when I admitted to faking an injury because I was going to lose a track and field state title race. That did happen. That is true story. I can't believe you remember that.
Wax, it's on
you know
wax.
who wouldn't?
When
Greg,
once you put it out there, everyone remembers.
That fella who should have won Mr. Minnesota Clean Fitness, the guy who you stole the title from. I forgot his name. That guy would have gotten it in one try. One guy. Yeah, Dane. That's right.
And did you just do it once or did you do it 15 times? All right, Greg, thank you for joining us. We'll take a little detour, talk some Cam Newton now. He joined Boston radio station WEEI on Monday when the topic of a contract extension came up. Prepared for it or not, Cam seemed to have the perfect answer. Take a listen to this.
But you must understand that is literally the last of my worries. Money at this particular point in my career is not important, right? And let's be honest. Like I've made money, but for everything that I play this game for, I haven't received yet. And that's why I'm playing. So it's not about money. It's about respect.
All right, so Greg, do you think Cam's already done enough to earn a contract extension with New England?
No question about it. He's definitely done enough. He's showed enough. He showed the world enough. But to his point, I think it is the last thing that he's thinking about and the last thing that's on his mind, because he wants to go throughout this entire season and show all 32 teams, not just the New England Patriots and not just the Seahawks and the Dolphins that they've played on their schedules thus far, what he can do. He wants to show every team that overlooked him what he still has the capability of doing. And in my opinion, he should. He should put everyone on hold, stay true to him, and put all his money on who he is as a player as well as a charismatic leader in the locker room, and hold out and just wait it out.
Yeah, I think it's actually, Greg, I think it's too early for both sides. Listen, there is not a doubt, and there should have never been a doubt, whether or not Cam Newton can still be a top 10 quarterback in this league. Yeah. That was something that was promulgated by folks that either don't like him or don't watch the NFL. It just never made sense. But there is real concern and legitimate concern over whether or not the last 2 years where he suffered major injuries, whether those were flukes or a trend. And you need more than 8 quarters of football with a team to figure out whether or not at this point in his career, Cam's just going to be perpetually banged up. And Brandon, on the Cam side of things, the reason I would wait if I were him is he is staring at a massive payday either from New England 100%. Or from somebody else this offseason. I mean, we are 18 months removed from a 37-year-old Ben Roethlisberger getting $34 million a year. So what would Cam Newton get if he continues playing at this level? And so while I think he's playing great, I think that right now he's very clearly one of the 4 best quarterbacks in the AFC. I think it's smarter for both sides to, keep their powder dry, so to speak, for now and wait and see how the next 6 to 8 weeks play out.
No, I agree with you. I think you wait. It's only one game. And for anyone questioning whether Cam Newton can play in this league, they just sound crazy. They sound ridiculous. For me, the only question was, is he healthy? When you deal with a shoulder, when you deal with a foot, and especially a foot injury, the way he plays the game, that's the only question mark. And I think Cam is showing us, and he's showing us faster than we all thought, that he's healthy and he's still a baller. So when you look at that, if I'm Cam Newton, I do agree, Greg, like you wait. That shouldn't be the number one priority. But I will say this. You know, when you look at all of what he said in that press conference and when he was available to the radio station, you gotta peel back some layers. He's talking about, oh well, money's not a priority. Well, hell, Cam Newton's making $1 million right now. There's guys making so much more money than him that's not even playing. So if I'm Cam Newton, you know, I'm just relying on the things that I've learned throughout my career. There's a few things that we don't speak on in the media. We don't talk about our contract. We don't crush a teammate. We don't make predictions. There's just certain things we don't do. We don't take the credit for when we win ball games. And this is just Cam being creative with the media so he doesn't create a distraction or more headlines for his team. But does Cam Newton want to be paid? Absolutely. Will he give the Patriots a team-friendly discount? Probably. I don't think he wants $45 million, but he definitely needs to be in the ballpark around being like the top 5 paid quarterbacks in his league.
So Greg, I'm going to throw a question to you here. Cam's made plenty of money. He's made $120 million, right? He's going to be 32 in May. He needs a ring. We know he needs a ring. He's got the MVP. He won at Auburn. He won at junior college. Jeff Howe from The Athletic put out 3 years, $90 million. The Patriots have plenty of cap space. If the Patriots did that, would it help Cam, it sounds weird to say, but like perform better? Is there a little bit of like, I'm actually here, I can like buy a condominium or something? Like, what, is there a sense of like, I'm no longer a one-year mercenary like Kawhi Leonard in Toronto situation? Like, I'm here, this is my home, like I'm a Patriot. Does that actually affect his play on the field too?
I don't think it does, Kevin. I like Cam right where he is. I like his mental state. I like his approach. I like him feeling like he's been disrespected because his play is going to warrant that. It's going to put everyone on guard and pay attention to the fact that I am a premier pass thrower in this National Football League. And so for the New England Patriots, it's a win-win because you figure if he really wants to win, he will experience a culture there that he has an opportunity to do that. If he really says it's not about the money, which Brandon, you alluded to, everybody, it is about the money. He does want to get paid, but it's not solely about that because of where he is in his career.
It's also about respect.
Then New England, exactly. New England is the place where you're probably not going to get top dollar. So you'll get a win. You win and you win too, as Cam Newton on his side. So I like his mental state. I like the fact that he feels outed, if you will, because it's propelling him to play the way that he is playing.
Yeah, 100%. As a player, there's, you know, the only thing you think about is injury.